Surprise, motherfucker. Okay,
Yes. How can I help you?
hello there. How's it going? Tiny Gal jump scare, what a nice surprise. Yeah, decided to do this. Plus, I was too lazy to set up any other game. So we're gonna come do this for just a bit. He's playing some Dead by Daylight, because no unit to pull. Fair. That is fair.
Yes. How can I help you? Yes. How can I help you?
Sword. What'd they end up giving her? What was the sword they gave Laplace? They gave her it's the thumping knuckle duster. It's this one. Alright. So it's got crit chance, defense, accuracy, and speed on it. Let me go.
Yes.
Gear.
How can I help you?
It's this one. It's the one we've got on Luna. You know what? Let's crack the seal on this bitch and see what happens. I hadn't done it yet, so... $600 non-pity tickets and 400 pity ones. Damn, dude. Manage heroes. Let's go look at it. Because I don't actually know what they call the stat on it. It's called Blitz. Increases damage by 5% of the target's attack when attacking. Okay, I'm looking for Blitz. Want to share some? I could use a few. Please, sir, can I have some crumbs? Oh, shit. I am broke. Nice, congrats! I'll gift you something for Christmas watch. Dude, I'm kidding, dude. I'm just messing with you. Alright. Alright, so now here's where I need to be careful. In your last video you said Outerplane is having money issues? Yes. They are having money issues. And I can show you. Nope, actually their prices are actually really cheap. It's the fact that nobody, the way they monetize is not that great. Where they put their money is not conducive for that. This, ignore this. September. But if you look at, actually, if I do, let me do this. This might actually make it easier for y'all to see. If I grab this and do it like this, done, and then make it bigger. If you look here at August, 120,000. This is money issues. And here's why this is a financial issue. Look at July 2025. They had nearly as many downloads as November 24. But look, they only made 180,000. They barely made any money in July. It's the people themselves not spending money is the issue. That's why they're having financial issues. As of the summer, they did not make anything over the summer. This is very low, and then in September they stopped selling due to the service transfer. So we will be seeing a new service thing. But when you go look at something like this, this is probably the best-selling gacha game in on the market right now, which is Love in Deep Space over there in China. This is what's monstrous. 90 million, 79 million, 60. They're averaging 50 million across the board every single month. And then you look at their downloads. They're getting almost 1 million downloads or 750,000 downloads every single month. Why? Because of the marketing campaign for it. Plus, Chinese women are fucking horny. Let's be real. That's why it's happening. But seriously, when you look at the revenue of this, it is Korean, actually. It's Korean, but focused on the Japanese market. Now let's get away from this. Let's get away from Genshin Impact and MiHoYo, alright? Let's just step away from them. Let's go to Uma Musume. Uma Musume was averaging around 10 to 15 million a month until Global came out, and then they absolutely spiked. Then they had this massive surge. Like, people were not playing it or searching it, but it was still making a shit ton of money. But then all of a sudden, Global kicks off, and now look at this. Uma used to make what Love in Deep Space made a long time ago. That was actually... Uma used to pull a $90 million month. Let's go to Super Gooner, alright? Nikkei. The average of 15 million is what they're making. But now look at their downloads. They're still getting over 100,000 people to download it every month. Their revenue, they've actually got deep pocket spending to spend 15 million. Alright, let's go down a little bit further to Epic 7. Epic 7, they've got the average of like 1.8 million a month. Almost 2 million a month. Now look at their downloads. They're getting between 50 and probably about an 80,000 download average a month checking out that game. But they're still pulling in that amount a month. So what we're saying is why you're having financial trouble is because this stayed in the grandma's basement and never got promoted. So yeah, when you're averaging about 195,000 a month, I mean, here, we can do the actual math. It's not fucking hard to do. We'll do 10 months. This won't be hard. 800,000 plus 400,000 plus 300,000 plus 270,000 plus 400,000 plus 270,000, 400,000, 170,000, 180,000, 120. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. $331,000 a month is what their yearly average was. $331,000 a month. Now, sure, we could all live on that quite well. I'm sure any one of us here, if we were making $300,000 a month, we would own all sorts of shit, alright? I wouldn't be here. I'd be with my big titty anime waifu, like, person, and I would be doing all sorts of other shit. I wouldn't be sitting here hanging out with you guys on the internet. I'm kidding. I actually probably still would be. Let's be real. If I made that much, my wife wouldn't have left you. No, she would have still left you. She would have just tried to get that a month. She'd have been trying to get that money from you and live her own life. Women are shit. And you deserve way better. So be glad she left you. Go out and find the real one. That doesn't care if you are absolutely a Bitcoin billionaire or are dirt cheap and living off ramen. Find a better woman. They exist. Just let me also find one too. Don't take the only one left. Hypothetical question. Would it be sad if Outerplane closes due to financial issues? Sad? No. Expected? Yes. It's why my post on their Discord was so vital, because of what it talks about. I wrote up a really long post 2 days ago. No, yesterday. And I tried to explain why Outerplane and what Outerplane actually needs to be successful. You guys can read it, or if you really want, I can bring it up and I can read it here. if that's something y'all are actually interested in, because it would kind of give you some insight on it if you want to talk about it. But it does have it's this website. When it was not a Gooner game, it became Gooner. Each update I quit a year ago and came back. It was always jiggly titty game. I don't know what you're talking about. It's always been like that. Here. Let me do this, and it'll, we'll go over this real quick. Alright guys, so I'll, give me a minute, and I'm gonna read over this, and you'll understand why... By you guys listening to this, you'll understand a lot about where they are, and you guys have to understand, from this... You will see this from a business perspective with me, okay? I'm a business owner. I've been one since 2006, all right? I've had a business license since I was 2006. So, I'll read through this, and if you guys have any questions, we'll go along the way and do this, but by you reading this, you're gonna understand a lot about business in general. So, the title is Global Outreach / Reddit Offline User Meeting Response. For those of you who do not know what this is about, in the dev letter, they talk about wanting to go outreach to Korea and Japan, alright? It's a short little brief thing where they talk about it. We mentioned it in the video, and then I ended up writing this post. So, you're gonna get... I will read this to you so that you can talk about it a little bit. It says, last night I posted a video to... the most recent Reddit post from Major 9 producer's letter. Link here, and I link to the video that I reference. After some time, I wanted to write a formal suggestion to the devs. Right now, I am skeptical if they even check Discord, but this is really the only formal space we have that I know of. A brief introduction. I'm Nightingale, a content creator and day one player of Outerplane. I'm wanting to do whatever it takes to help Outerplane to make Outerplane successful and see it have a long and thriving life. I am a business owner for the last 19 years, and I work in the audio industry as an engineer. In the video I posted above, at the end, I talk about number 6, offline user meetings. From the data I have access to, I was talking about how the efforts are being wasted in Korea and Japan. If their market was successful, they wouldn't have had to move to Major 9 as a publisher. Sure, VA Games has more internal data showing markets, but I am going to show you they need to focus on their global market more than their at-home market. Right now, Outerplane has 2 issues: cash flow and audience. Beating a dead horse in Korea and Japan looks like a lost cause. Number 1 gacha in China is Love in Deep Space with 38 million in revenue in September. Number 1 gacha in Japan was Fate Grand Order, 26 mil in September. Number 1 gacha in global was Genshin Impact at 23 million in September. Now yes, these numbers fluctuate drastically month to month, but for September, these are the estimates. Trying to build hype in the at-home markets of Korea and Japan isn't really the play here, or at least not the focus. Many games have space to have success in well-profitable markets in Japan and Korea. But one of the biggest downfalls was the global marketing of this game. This was originally under Smilegate, publisher of Epic 7. Epic 7 has been globally successful for over 7 years. The biggest issue is the lack of promotion of Outerplane. When it launched, there was little hype, and by the end of the first 100 days, very few wanted to play it. I even quit after 8 months, only to log in a few times until the service transfer. Instead of spending on local events, they need to do anything, and honestly everything, to reach the bigger picture. This is where I said they need to work in phases. Number 1. Make sure to keep the English voice acting. While an expense, this is going to be vital for the general global market. English is a very common and spoken language. For those who cannot understand Korean and Japanese or Korean, this is the current middle ground. People want to understand what their favorite characters say. Remember, they have their favorites wish you a happy birthday if you set that up. At least let them understand it. Keep this up. This doesn't break the budget to keep the English voice going. Number 2. While we will not talk about the ethics of AI here, this can be something very quickly used to create outreach. Using something like Claude AI, parentheses, the best at creative writing, they could instantly translate their text to more languages. Then have the community fix some of the context. Something is better than nothing. Then, here, I ended up putting this into a few different languages. And let me pull up this real quick so I can actually read them to you of what I actually wrote here. If you speak these languages, you probably can read one of them. If you can't, I will read you what they say. Alright, so starting with this. The first one is written in Portuguese, and it says, "Wouldn't you like to see text in your native language?" The second one, right here, is written in Bahasa Indonesia. And this says, "Doesn't it make it easier knowing you have the text to back up what you might not understand?" Next is French. Even something like this can help market the game to new players who don't speak English, Korean, or Chinese. This is in Korean. Don't overlook your market. This is a simple thing you can do that can bring you greater success. This is to drive the point home that if you put this in people's languages, it will help them understand what is going on, even if you're only listening to the Korean, Japanese, or English voice in the game. So just by natively putting their text in, and then it says, 30% of my audience is from C, 0.03% Japan. That's nearly exclusively doing Outerplane content for the last 2 weeks, meaning they are completely ignoring the Southeast Asia region, which is, I'm not joking, 30% of my entire YouTube audience is from C. That tells you there is a market that they are not exclusively getting into. When only 3% of Japan or Korea didn't even hit the marker in the top 0 point numbers. So this tells you that even Japan is not really looking up information on this. But C region is absolutely hyped for it. Now, number 3. In 2026, spend a budget to grow 2 of the 4 newest and largest supported languages and dubs. So when you look at your market, you would, at your outreach, and you see which ones are doing better, you would dub those 2. This would be a massive production increase, not only to show your audience you care, but you appreciate their support. Then you can say we support Korean, English, Japanese, New Language 1, and New Language 2 by this time in 2026. Now, gamers see you are serious about global outreach. If Korea and Japan were successful, you wouldn't need the United States and the rest of the world to keep your lights on. Your biggest marketing budget doesn't need to be the homeland, but global. YouTubers and streamers can only carry you so far. But when you cut production cost and niche focus into the wrong things, you cannot be successful. This requires getting people from all around the world to support your game. Not everyone wants to listen to Korean or Japanese. Not everyone wants to listen to English. Not everyone can read Portuguese. I can barely order my food in Spanish or know certain words in Italiano. But those who do speak those languages greatly appreciate the added effort. Outerplane could have been another Korean slop gotcha. Text, English text, Korean or Japanese voiceover, and sold. But you made it different. You went the extra distance. You dubbed it until Summer Ember. Keep up that momentum. It's a bigger marketing tool than you think. Number 4, outreach to your creators. Have them help get information to you. But you have to actually listen to what they say. In a way, they are in the trenches, hands-on with the community. They get asked every question you can think of. This needs to be an open line of communication. These people can directly help you grow your business. Number 5, outreach to the community. While we hate it, survey us. Give every player the ability to share their voice. Sure, it will have biases, parodying content creators or bad Discord advice, but that can be weeded through. But actually hear what your community says. Remember, not everyone pays attention to X posts, Reddit, or website posts. Everyone does check their mail daily in the game. Give them a multi for Call of the Demiurge, the pity version, for taking the survey. That will get just about anyone to fill it out. 10 more points to that 200 is a big win for free-to-play players. If you really want to dig deep, make it a goal. X number of surveys filled out, we will send everyone a Demiurge selector. All the current demis in this ticket. Talk about everyone filling this out. You just got the attention of the entire community. Now they will share their opinions, but as devs, you need to be asking the right questions here. You have the attention of the community, and it's up to you how you respond over the next 6 months. This will make or break the game as a whole. Maybe you have the funding to write it out over a year of figuring it out, but realistically, the next 6 months tells your tale. Keep up the great work you have been showing to us, the community. We support you and want the best for the game. If you ever have any questions or want me to clarify, let me know. I'd be happy to assist how I can. Thank you to all that read this, Nightingale. So that was my Discord post. When you say water, you say EAU. Water. And if you freaking want to do plural water, you do. I do not know why I'm still in the voice chat in the Discord. You've been in there all day long, man. Did they even acknowledge this Rosetta Stone you laid out for them? Nobody has said anything to me, and I don't know if anybody will actually, I don't know if anybody actually will respond to this, but this is on the Discord under the feedback section. I put in a special category. You know, it's not actually part of these suggestions because it's not technically a singular one suggestion, but I wanted to do something that actually addresses this like a professional business would address and try to help them with their global marketing aspects. You know, and that's going to be the truth. People will do it, but honestly, it's for the developers. It's not really for the players because it's more of a direct letter to them because it's important what was actually said in there. If you actually take what I've said, it's nothing damning to a game. It's nothing that is controversial. It's all stuff that is true. I'm looking at the data I have, which is off my YouTube analytics. I can see where the majority of people are interested in the game. The top 3 was Indonesia, the United States, and France. Followed by, immediately, Malaysia and Brazil. which I always expect Indonesia and Brazil to be in there because that's two gaming communities that do or do not get focused on. So by them being able to outreach, at least to the Brazilians, get out of here, Baguette. Be gone. It's a market, you know? And if I was to be behind the marketing team of this game, I would be instantly trying to get into Brazil as hard as I can. I'd be down in I'd be down in Indonesia and Malaysia, pumping really hard into that game, into the audiences there. I would go to France. I'd actually be working on the EU as an entirety. Because it was lopsided on where it is, you would definitely still want to hit Germany, France, Spain, Portugal, Italy. You'd want to go through, I mean, really, just take Eastern Europe or Western Europe and go for it. Eastern Europe is a little bit weirder. Russia was in there in like the top 25. Some of the border countries of Russia were there at like 0.0 whatever percent. The Baltics were not actually there. Canada was in there in the top 25. But I would count that as just North America. Honestly, I would break it into like North America, South America, but heavily focus in Brazil because that is where a large portion of hardcore gamers. Canada, it's just me. It's only you. I'm sorry. We'll send food. The Mirsha Demi-Urge, once you pick, only lasts for 3 weeks, correct? I'm getting an error even though I'm done with week 2 and I never switched to week 3. So the issue with that error is it was originally only designed to run for 2 weeks. However, they extended it to make it run for 3 weeks. So there is an error that is going to pop up every time you go into it. However, it is done. The 2-week check-in is done of it, but you will still be able to claim the daily and the Mirsha tickets from it. Want to see a Smexy Aura Farm moment I did? Yeah, sure. Damn. Damn. Talk about understanding mechanics. Day 1 Tio was the GOAT. Very nice. Awesome. Let's see here. Let's catch back up. Day 1 Outerplane was a different place. Yeah, it was. True Spark. I remember just Ren being cool character. Dolly was super gooner. Her design was wild to me, and we know who. Deanna and shit. Ew, monkey game was so boring. Day 1 Outerplane. I'm enjoying Wukong so far. That's cool. Day 1 TWO. I'm down to pay bro to give me marketing lessons. What I'm even doing in a business college. Insane value. I mean, it's just experiences that I've had from being in business for so long is realistically where this comes from. Hey Nightingale, wanted to see an awesome cow lady. Yes. I am all for that. God Almighty. I am all for that. She's the newest character in Lost Sword. Damn, son. The question is she strong? Because those mana tanks are huge. They definitely need to read your post in there and get the ball rolling so they can breathe new life into the game. And that's realistically what they do need to do. You know, it's not me sitting here tooting a horn saying I'm right, they're wrong. I'm just saying, hey, look. Your global outreach of trying to do things locally isn't going to do shit for the game. If Korea wanted your game, they would have paid for it already. But now where they are, that's not going to be the case. Better to put 3 stats? Evertail was a big letdown. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I could almost take that and be fine with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna max out before it's 6-star. So I would literally have all stats maxed. The only thing I would need to roll would be to get that to health. I'm gonna be real. On an attack main stat, I don't think I'm gonna go any further. Because, I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's max sword. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So thumping knuckle duster like this is basically what we're gonna get. All right, let's go roll that. Here, take these little bastards. Oh shit. Nemo coming in with the raid. Welcome, you filthy bastards. I mean, amazing, wonderful people from Nemo. Get pollinated, Frant? Oh, hell yeah. Twerk that B-ass in front of me. How's it going, Nemo? Thanks for dropping everybody off here before the podcast tonight. We'll be, hanging out with you in just a little bit. You gotta know Nemo. Scandalous? Exactly. If you guys haven't followed her, go give Nemo a follow. Awesome B-tuber. She's great, a lot of fun. The co-host of the Intelligent Aces podcast with Ace, and it's a great pleasure to get to hang out with them when I do. So definitely go hang out. Also, don't forget to go hang out here a little bit later. We will be hosting that. Hope you're having a good stream so far, Night. See you soon. Yeah, see you soon. Go do what you got to do before the podcast. I don't have too much longer myself before I got to go get ready. But yeah, I'll definitely keep everybody entertained here. We're sitting here talking about all sorts of gooner anime titties and stuff. Good that free references remind me I saw on Twitter. Oh, really? And what's that? I'm not even mad. Not even mad. The purple hair girl. Oh, yeah, her. Cool. We take it. And then we'll go ahead and break this through. Are going to surpass Hyde. Fair enough. So now that sword's gonna go on Luna.
I have descended.
All right. So now that goes to her. She's at 41,000. Closest is Dracon at 38. All right.
Lower your gaze.
You're a striker. Yeah, violent sledgehammer. That one we're gonna have to wait for.
Yes.
Okay, so now we can put the other one on you. And 6 stars. Hide is at 5. All right. Nice. I am trying to get people caught up as fast as possible here.
Go! You cold?
Alright, so we have air.
Lower your gaze.
We have Dracon kind of set up.
Lower your gaze.
Stella's kind of set up.
Can I help
Other Stella is set up. Laplace is now set
How
up.
can I help you?
Because her attack gear was actually kind of dog shit on the other, so we had to take this.
I'm not accepting requests for curses.
Eternal is pretty much fine for now.
So, what can I do
Veronica is pretty well set up.
Summons confirmed. I got your call, mister.
Ava actually needs this one. To technically make her the better set. Oh, you're not gonna crit change. You need... Actually, what was my Ava set? Ava needed a Vanguard token. Alright, we'll put a Vanguard one on her for now. But your air outclasses all of my units. My air, though, isn't really that good, though, if you look at her.
You called?
Like, yeah, she's good, but air is built in a weird way. Like, I could get more out of her. Like, I think one of the things I need to do is someday change this to percent attack and try to get more out of her there.
Yo! You called? Let's go shred
Crit
the
isn't
bar.
necessarily the issue here. I've got the 50% crit because we're gonna run her with Valentine at any point in time. We've got wasted stat in evasion. This could be crit chance, honestly, or accuracy. We need crit chance in one of these pieces. We definitely rolled bad into here. Also, flat attack would be great. We also need attack percent on this. We wasted some rolls into that. But, I mean, like, we could get her better. But, I mean, for just where we're starting out here, it's...
Lower your gaze.
Gnosis Dahlia is in a weird spot because of most of her gear isn't that good. So I definitely need to roll better gear for her. Alright, we were on Ava.
Summons confirmed. I got your
Ava
call,
definitely
mister.
needs
If
better
I need
shit
it,
over
I'm
time.
always available.
We've got... These could probably be enhanced. It's really not that big a deal. Yes, it's hammers. Yes, it's gold. But I mean, it is bulk when we do stuff, so
If I need it,
that helps
I'm
her
always
out
available.
quite a bit in bulk. Plus, it is technically survivability shit you're giving her. I mean, you're giving her health and evasion, so helps her not make her be completely squish.
If I need it, I'm always.
So, what can I do?
Veronica's in a pretty decent spot.
Summons.
There's Ava.
Have you got business?
Obviously, Valentine is set up for fast as fuck. Is realistically what we've done here.
My territory.
Kappa needs some work. For a defense unit, she's not where I really want her. But we really didn't get lucky with gear, and I don't know exactly how I wanted to build her in the end, as far as stats. Like, do I want to go for crit? Do I want to go... because I mean, most of her stuff has crit damage on it, but it's very little has crit chance, so I'm like, I need to figure out what I want to do for her.
Yes?
Ame is, okay. Like, there are certain things... I just need to get her a consistent weapon, to use. Hilda, 2,000, 2,000, 18,000. Damn, son. 200 evasion. Nice. That's some pretty good stats on her. Let's see here. Dracon, 4,000 attack, 130 speed, 224 on crit, evasion. All right. Nausea. I have no idea even how the hell what her kit does, to be honest. And then Karen.
Life is short, so seize it.
Bro,
Love
is it
rare.
me, or did you build your Karen wrong?
Will love ever?
Or did I build my Karen
I'm
wrong?
always available.
One of us built it wrong. Let's see who it is. This skill's damage dealt increased proportional to the defense instead of the attack and ignores 30% of the target's defense. You built your Karen wrong. She needs to be built on defense, not attack. So you'll need to use defense stats on her. Which is why she's probably hitting like a wet noodle. Now, arguably, yours is... yours is faster. And you have better HP, but I kill you on defense. Because mine's not going all into that. But I also somehow have your attack, basically. Which is also Monka S. But we're just gonna ignore that part. Let's see here.
This is now my
Kappa, Ame.
Finally.
A paramedic is always ready to go.
Then equip that. We've got TO's geared up. Yeah, that's pretty decent for TO. Resilience is terrible, but it's what it is for just a speed. Next 2 days, I'm going to be grinding my ass off on gear because a lot of my defense gear went bye-bye, and I don't know why. Understandable.
This is now.
Yes?
Finally. I have to. Finally. Salvation is at hand. I have descended. Finally.
Honestly, I don't know why my Demiurge Asti is still built. Other than... Critical strike. I need gloves. Of course you brick into the final one, so it means if I roll crit chance on it at some point, it'll be a decent piece.
Finally. Salvation is at hand.
14% crit chance. She has to have a crit neck at that point to even be remotely usable. Whoops. No, it needs to be a crit chance necklace. I mean, we'll pop it on her for now. Honestly, she probably needs to be pulled off and retired. And gear given to somebody else.
Summons. This is now my.
Yes?
I have descended.
Which, honestly, I think it needs to go probably more towards Luna. Needs to be the... the sauce for that.
Would you like to rest in the Lord's embrace? Oh, is it time for my next match? Would you like? I have descended.
Yes? You called for me?
I have descended.
Okay. Whoops, that is totally why that didn't work. I mean, I can't be mad at that. That's 24 attack on that.
I have descended.
I had a feeling it was gonna do that.
I have descended.
Yeah, see, if we take from Asti, we can make that a lot better. So, pre-necklace, we can only get her to 56% crit. %9.2% crit. All right. Alright, so that'll carry Luna for a while. We end up with 4,000 attack, 100% crit, almost 300 crit damage. So, I mean, she's now smacking shit around. Okay. The next thing we really need to look at is Hello there. How's it going? How are you doing today? So what I'm trying to figure out is, where do I need to go next? Do I need to go... more with another knight? Or do I need to go try to build another healer? The issue is I don't have any more of the necklaces for healers. So it's like I only have 2 options, and it's the 2 that I have currently on Tio and Ava, which can be easily moved over to anybody. Hello there. Doing good. We're just working on building some units before I have to go to the podcast tonight.
Lower your gaze, peasant.
I've been tempted to try to level this up, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to level up Gnosis Dahlia first out of all of them. Like, Gnosis, I would love to have cracked, but... Actually, if you want to know, like, real talk, I almost kind of want to put her on counter. Daddy only does real talk. I kind of want to put that on counter. I think that would be hilarious. But the issue is I'm going to lose one of 2 things. I'm either going to lose too much damage stat, or I'm going to lose too much speed stat. Which is annoying.
Lower your gaze, peasant.
Because you can't have both. Counter, you would have to pretty much have God rolled geared to do what I'm doing here. Yeah. That marked is a big deal. Like, no joke, when we talk about
Have you got business with me, kiddo?
that is awesome. Because that marked does, I think it's 10 or 15% more damage by having marked on the target. Let me go check the debuff itself, the physical debuff. Let me see here, buffs. Marked automatically becomes a target for attacks and takes increased damage. Can only apply 1 member of the team. Another marked cannot be applied if a marked existing is gone. Doesn't make sense, but it is. I believe when we were doing the testing on this early on, it was, I think, 10 or 15% extra damage instantaneously to the unit. So between defense break and marked, you are doing absurd numbers to DPS. So yes, we definitely want rangers to have, especially like opener rangers, you want them to have marked on their kit. Is there any character that extends debuffs? I can't find one. And I don't know. I don't really know about Ellipsian. I'm gonna be real. I haven't like put too much into looking at her kit. Let's see. Debuff extend?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Wasn't him.
Oh, just a sec. Okay, I'm ready.
It's not her.
You're going out? I want to go with you.
Wasn't her.
What? You wanted to see me?
It's not her.
Yar! Where should we play today?
Cindy?
Hey! Cindy has arrived.
It's enchants to create duration of buffs, not debuffs. That's the only reason why I wasn't checking Cindy's, because I was pretty sure that was a buff extender. But I'm trying to think debuff extender. It's not you. I'm like 99% sure it's not you, because it's cursed, defense, and cursed. She is just debuffs.
Huh? Did you say
Silenced, accuracy, and then reduce attack. So it's not her.
You called? What do you need me to do?
It's not her.
May the starlight be
I don't think there is.
Yeah, let's get ready for battle. Are you ready, Celador?
I don't think so. You think Akari does? Alright, I'll check.
All right, I'll follow you anywhere.
Yes! Akari is the one who can do it. For some reason, I thought it was a 2-star that did it, though. But yeah, Akari can do it.
Finally, salvation is at hand.
Yes? You called for me?
I would need another thumping knuckle duster. See, I always thought it was a 2-star, but I didn't see one in the 2 stars that did it, so I'm gonna rule that out. But for some reason, Like, a part of me wants to level that up just to see how that rolls. But I'm not going to be killing, like, you got to think, that's boss damage, and I don't really want to blow that on her. I mean, honestly, we can pop that on her. And be fine. For most of what we'll use her for. Wanted to ask, if I used a maxed out character selector on a character that I own, would I only receive the shards? Yes, if they are not... Okay, so I'll give you an example. I did that actually today on Canon here. So what I had done is, she had not received her upgrade. This was at 0. I hadn't leveled her skills up. But all I did is have her at level 100 already. So it gave me the maxed upgrade, it gave me the skills, and that was it. So it allowed her to level up. Now, if she was completely maxed out, I think it would just be shards. Okay.
Ooh, how did I end up like this?
Christmas outfit. All right.
Ooh, how did I end up like this?
Is there a way I can actually build her as a debuffer? Could I realistically do that? Like a crit damage, or a crit damage debuffer. Is that physically possible? Hello there. How's it going? Nice. I'm about to get off here in just a minute so I can go start prepping for the podcast stuff. Yeah. You'll get... Nice. Let's take a look. Yeah, when people can't... She's a PvP unit more than PvE. Having no effectiveness on that is quite terrible. But that's a lot of crit chance, so we'll go ahead and pop that on just to have. I mean, we know that would brick if we rolled it. Is it? What? So I saw somebody flexing an MP5 build they said is a literal laser right now that needs to be nerfed. And it's the MP5 built a very specific way. Turns it into a literal laser. 176. What is that enhance? Like, how much effectiveness is that if this was just like fully leveled up? It's 105 effectiveness. Okay.
Ooh, how did I end up like this?
So if we ever did that. Stop being stupid. Damn it.
Ooh, how did I end up like this?
50 crit. Oh, shit. Okay, so... So, that kind of tells me if I was to do this, I mean, obviously we still have more here. Giggity.
Ooh, how did I end up like this?
We're at 56. So if I did a primary crit chance with effectiveness on it, it doesn't exist. Wait a second. I'm stupid. Yeet. Okay, it still was nothing.
Ooh, how did I end up like this?
43. It would put me over. No. The only way you can do that is through Outerpedia. When you click on it, you can click on a specific buff or debuff when you're looking at it under the characters menu. You can see the current units that are in it, of who has what, and what combinations. So I would need... I need 36.8 crit chance to get 100%.
Ooh, how did I end up like this?
Skill upgrade gear. Okay, so it has to be one of these. Okay, that technically has it. Her effectiveness is only one. You want this skin? The Christmas one? So that'd be 179 effectiveness. That's not really enough to debuff shit. I'm gonna be honest. Like, we need to be over 200. How fast is she? She's 191. You're debating on it? This was just a quest one, I thought. I don't think this was bought. If it was bought, I don't remember buying it. I know this is bought. This is awkward, because... it's good... but it's not. It's bought. You were sent for Dahlia. I really don't remember buying this. I'm gonna be 100% real, dude. I really don't remember buying that. Was it like they, was it the, was it a Battle Pass skin? That makes more sense if I have it. But I thought this was a Christmas skin that was just given out in the story. Okay, then I guess I bought it at some point in time. I really don't remember that. $10.99. Old Battle Pass skins are $7.99. Okay, then I guess I bought it. Well, shit. The more you know. So, I need her Gnosis rerun. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'll at least take her to 4-star. So I can have that. I don't think I'll ever go any further than that with her.
Lower your gaze, peasant.
I can't really justify this, and I can't really justify that. So... I mean, I agree. I want gigantic mommy milkers all over my face. But I can't afford to do 6-star on her. Actually, we're pretty close to something. Hold on, I need to check this before we go. Okay, I did do the festival bingo today. Are you back in Arkansas? Oh, you mean actually packing up the apartment? Okay. That's what I was saying. I was like, there's no way. Unless you snuck in. I was like, how the hell did you do that? You had me confused for a moment. I'm like, oh, how? Makes sense. Alright guys, well, it is 7:23. It's time for me to get going. I gotta go make sure I get all the stuff set up for the podcast. So, I'm gonna go ahead and dip off here for the night. We'll be back on tomorrow morning to do more Outerplane. We're going to get some more tower done. The good news is we got a couple extra units built. We got Luna built tonight, so cool. We actually got a decent start on her. We have Laplace kind of pretty much officially built for now. We've got Dahlia kind of in a weird spot. Like, she can go get geared, but I don't know if I want to use this idea. I feel like I need more effectiveness for her, because I feel like we got to really land that. We got to be about freezing, and I don't think that's enough effectiveness to be doing what we want to do. So I'm not going to say that we built her, but we messed around with it. And yeah, we got some units up and coming. So y'all have a great rest of your night. If you guys want to come hang out, let me grab the links for you, which is actually probably better for me just to go grab them from here. Live, scrub-a-dub-dub, da-dub-dub-dub. Podcast. Here we go. There's one. And then YouTube, I think, is also that as well. I'm gonna double check, make sure I don't send you to somebody else's. Yeah, and then his YouTube is there. That's where we'll be hanging out tonight if you want to come hang out. We'll be live in about 30 minutes, plus or minus some technical difficulties because it's on my end. So, yeah, y'all take care, enjoy, and I'll see y'all either later tonight or tomorrow morning. Later, everybody.